it's understandable, but it's still not an excuse to muddy the verbiage and the language. Using all 4 quadrants, I believe, is far kinder to an animal than to use only one. And an example being, I've seen so many old horses on Facebook, and it makes me so upset and kind of angry to see them, because everybody talks about, well, I'll never rehome my horse, it's going to live with me forever. And then you see it, the market right now is flooded with 20-year-old horses. And yes, they still have a lot of life. That's great. But you've had that horse for how long, and you're gonna, get rid of it at the end of its life. Again, your choice. If you're the one taking care of the animal, no one has a right to really judge when you decide it's time. But these horses, if they had only been R+ babies, would be screwed. It would cause their end of life to go from being comfortable and easy to stressful, scary, and difficult, because they would have spent their life only knowing, I get cookies when I do what they want, and if I don't do what they want, it's okay, it's not desirable, and they have that really eager desire to please, but they only understand, when I'm a good boy, I get a cookie. Then they go to somebody like, say, me, where I'm going to use cookies, but not a lot. I use cookies, I use R+ training methods, but my majority of my training is going to be pressure and release, because that is where the literacy level of most training individuals is. Most individuals are going to understand how to make a horse work through pressure and release. Most of them are not going to understand the R+ and the nuances, and they will either create those horses that I talked about at the beginning that everybody hates, those horses that are really pushy and only operate when there are treats available, or they're going to just retrain the horse, which then creates all these stressors for the horse because they've spent their whole life only knowing R+. Versus a horse like most of my horses, most of them, have had both. Most of my horses I've taught at least something by giving them treats. Simply because it worked better. I'm going to pick the training method that I think will get the desired behavior the quickest and easiest. If that means that it's pressure and release, and I've got to add a little pressure and make you a little eager to get to the answer, I'll do that. If it's, I'm going to give you a cookie because I think you're going to find the answer through a lower stress situation, I'm going to do that. Hoping that I'll be able to get my phone and I can just turn off the lives. I've been kind of repeating the same points simply because I can't get to my phone to turn y'all off. But hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully the logic tracks. Sometimes when I'm doing other things, it can go one of two ways. It can make it better and make more sense. It can make it worse, make less sense. But either way, I have to order my breakfast and go to work. And I don't think y'all want to hear that. Hold, please. Hopefully you could actually hear any of the last bit, but maybe not. It might have been turned off, I don't know. Hopefully it actually, the audio recorded and you guys heard it. I'll try to watch some of this back later, but using only one of the 4 quadrants is not a kindness. It often creates more problems, especially for older horses.